Boom. All right, so today's leadership session is going to be on social media. It's going to be really interactive. It will also require you to be a little bit vulnerable. And those of you that really want to grow, and we'll get through as many as possible, we'll take the opportunity for the growth. Because I feel like if we can get as authentic as possible on our social media, I think it will do a big thing for branding, for customer accumulation, and also retention. You guys all agree social media is important? Yes or yes? Just unmute, give me a yes, nigga.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yep.
Yo.
Excellent. So social media is important. We'll all agree. We'll also all agree that social media, when utilized correctly, can really be profitable on your business as well, your bottom line. But it can also be a resell to your existing team members to motivate them as well. So it's important that you utilize your social media in the most authentic possible way, right? And that's what we're going to be talking about on today's session. Now, remember, one of the things that we all must remember, right? Very, very important. I hope you're all taking notes as well. But one of the things that we must remember is this: nobody likes to be told what to do, but they will copy. People like to have their own ideas, but they don't want to be told what to do. So you don't want to be that leader that says you. If you notice, guys, I've never been one to tell you guys what to put on your socials or what to do on your socials. But what I do is I post that stuff and you guys will copy, right? People like to copy, but they don't like to be told what to do. So especially for your teams, you don't want to be that leader that's always telling them what to do. What you want to do is show them and they will copy, right? So you want to make sure, in essence, you are the product of the product, all right? What you also want to, really be aware of as well is your brand, right? And one of the things that I, consciously did at the beginning of the year was to think about what is my brand. And I'll challenge you, we'll go through this session and I'll ask you for your 3 words. You can be thinking about that now. What 3 words are your brand? So for me, mine is, of course, family. Very, very important. Very important to see me as a family person. It's also as well, like, coaching, mentorship. People should see me as, an influencer. And then you're going to see women empowerment, right? That's what you're going to see from my page. And what I've done and what I said to myself consciously in, before January was, when I see people look at my page, what do I want them to see? What is the thing that I want them to see? And I listed the 3 categories. I listed all the things I wanted them to see, and I compiled them into 3 categories for me to come up with that thing, right? Women empowerment, my family, and also as well to see me, helping others and being, an entrepreneur, whatever you want to call it, right? But I want people to see me as a family person, empowering women, very, very important, and also God, right? So my 3 pillars, okay, in alignment. So it's not enough to say a business, like you want to be very specific with what you're doing. And this is how I was talking to myself, right? I was saying, okay, specifically when someone comes on my page, what are they going to see, right? And what I've done is I've channeled it. I use the F's because I just like F words, all right? Faith, which is God. So you're going to see my faith in everything. Is going to be in alignment with my faith. That's God, right? Then you're going to see family, right? In particular, my relationship with my children, my relationship with my husband. Going to see me as a family person. And then sort of finances, but in the respect of women empowerment, right? So they're the 3 pillars that you're going to see when you look at my page. Now, I had that conversation with myself at the beginning of the year. So anything that's not in alignment with those 3 pillars, I will not post, nor I will repost, right? I made that commitment to myself because I found that I was a bit all over the place. I found I was very messy. My page wasn't very clean. I began to invest in, professional photos so that my page wasn't blurry, or there wasn't things that, the lighting wasn't, because I asked myself, what is it that I want for the future? Who is it that I want to attract? What is it that I want my page to speak? And I want my page to be professional. And I think there was a time when I look back and I was just like, I don't think my page looks professional. Even when I look back at some of my stories, which I kept just to show the growth, I'm like, oh my God, did I really post that? And as you grow, you will, you'll get to that place. So for me personally, I asked myself a few questions, and you may want to ask yourself these questions as well. The first thing I asked myself is, what attracts me to somebody's page, right? And I began to look and study at some of the pages that I am attracted to. And then the ones that I'd saved, particularly, why did I save those pages? What was it about those pages that I've actually saved? What attracted me to those pages? And now I need to duplicate it myself. Because what I was doing was creating content that I wasn't actually liking myself. I was creating content of things like charts, where I don't like content of charts. I was creating content of HFX, but I don't like content of other people that do HFX. I was creating content that didn't actually, inspire me. So I had to look, what is it that inspires me? What kind of content am I liking? And then looking at the content that I'm liking and looking at the content that has 100,000 views or more when it comes to reels, and then duplicating them over, right? And that's what's been getting me a lot of traction. That's what's been getting me a lot of new followers. At the beginning of last year, I only had 4,000 followers, right? At the beginning of last year, I didn't have a lot of followers, right? And it was because more people are coming to my page. I realized as soon as I changed my strategy, as soon as I began to define exactly who I was, what I was posting, as soon as I began to get myself in alignment and have some rules. If it's not in alignment with this, this, and this, I'm not going to post, I'm not going to repost, right? So, how many of us realize, and this is something that I do, is sometimes I'll like a post and save it, but I won't necessarily comment, right? But I'm saving a post for later. And I was thinking about that, thinking just because someone hasn't commented on my page doesn't necessarily mean that they're not liking my content, because people will more save your page for later than actually write a comment because we're lazy. But then what I did do is say, well, let me go back to the ones that I've actually taken the effort to comment. Why have I commented? Was it because it was something controversial? Was it because it was something funny? And most of the time I realized that I like funny stuff, right? I realized that, Nikki, you are actually a nerd. I am nerdy. I'm very, very nerdy. My husband is extremely nerdy. We are a very, very nerdy couple and we like nerdy stuff. And when I look at the nerdy things that I've been liking, they've all been very, very nerdy. But then on my page, it's been like, I don't know how nerdy. I mean, I am a bit nerdy. I'm very, very goofy sometimes. And maybe there may be another level, like the content that I've been, purposely waiting to drop. You're going to see a different side to probably, what you think. Because a lot of people see me as like Nikki, cheerleader, da, 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 da. But really behind the scenes, I'm very, very nerdy. Like, I'm really weird, right? I have a very weird, dry, crazy sense of humor. And I like weird, dry, crazy sense of humor type of stuff. But before I wasn't posting it. Like, I posted something on my page with Anton singing, like in the shower. Like, that wasn't staged. That was literally Anton singing in the shower and me like, what the hell is going on? Like, why can I hear this guy singing when I'm literally in my bed right now about to say my prayers, and all I can hear is, you know, some random song, God never changed me, or something like that. And that reel got more likes and comments than every single reel that I've posted this year. Why? Why did it get more comments than every single thing that I've posted this year? Because it was a true reflection of what we actually do, right? It was a true reflection of us. It wasn't staged, it was real. And I think a lot of the things I was doing before was very staged. It was very like, and don't get me wrong, there are things that need to be in order, but not up in your face. And we'll get into that in a moment, right? So one of the things I realized a lot as well with, you know, with myself and how I have been seeing good traction, having good conversations, is through just being authentic. And I looked at myself and I was like, okay, is this really, if I look at my page, is it the authentic me? I'm not just business. You know, I'm not just business. And I started to backtest a strategy that really works. It really works. And I'm going to share that with you guys on the call. I also realized that I had this uncoachable vibe with TikTok. And I heard a lot of the chairman's been getting a lot of traction on TikTok, and I just ignored it. Like, I just avoided it. And this year, you know, I decided to stop being uncoachable and actually downloaded TikTok. Am I an expert at TikTok? No, not yet. It's loading, but I've opened my account. I've started to post stuff, and, you know, I've been active on TikTok. And I actually had followers on there that I don't know, which is really good because it means the content that they're liking it. I don't know if you guys noticed, before the reel that I posted just a couple of days ago with Anton singing, the one that got me the most likes and views prior to that was the one with me and Anton, him dragging me in the bedroom going, you know, Lucius, no. Again, that was the highlight before the one 3 days ago. And the similarities, because this is the thing, I was like, okay, one of the things that Austin told me when I had a conversation with him, he was like, Nikki, look, what your fans, your followers like is a vote. They are voting for what content they like you posting. So if you look and you see on your page that they're watching more of you and Anton, they're liking more of you and Anton, why wouldn't you give them what it is that they're telling you that they like? If you keep posting flyers, one of the things I realized, I kept posting flyers. I think last year, I think Lisa, you remember, Tosin, you remember, last year, or was it the year before, I just got flyer crazy. I mean, we were doing flyers upon flyers. Every month there was another flyer. Some months it was free flyers. Like, I got flyer crazy. I think I had a flyer guy for the first time and I was utilizing him. And when I posted a flyer, nobody really liked it. It wasn't gaining much followers. No one was sharing it. No one was doing anything. And so I realized that if I'm posting these flyers, let me put it behind a really cute picture instead of putting it at the front, because people are not going to like the picture. And as soon as I placed the flyers behind the picture and not right on the front, boom, I started to get more likes, more comments, right? And also the captions were not connected to the photo, right? So the caption was a quote. The caption, now for me, because of the people that follow me, when I had a biblical quote or when I had a personal testimony about my life or a quote, they would like it more than if I started to say, plug in, send me a DM, hit me up if you want to come on a call. They didn't like that stuff because it wasn't personal. But the moment I said, you know, I'd give like a testimony first, and then say at the bottom, for more gems, send me a DM, or if you want to be part of the crew, you know, click the link in the bio, I was getting more traction because I'm giving value first. And then at the bottom, I'm now, you know, directing them to link with me. But just putting link in the bio, click to tap in, nobody was doing that because they weren't seeing any value from what it was that I was doing. So I realized I think at the end of last year, I realized that the better the content, the better the traction, the more people I need. It wasn't that I wasn't pushing out good content. It was that my content wasn't reaching new people. When I looked at my stories, it was the same people looking at my stories all the time. And if you're having the same people look at your stories all the time, that means that your content isn't good enough to reach out to more new people. People are not sharing your content as much to gain new followers. So I was like, okay, cool. I need to gain new followers. No one's sharing my content. That means my content isn't versatile enough for someone to share it. If my content is only directed at the people that already follow me, my page isn't going to grow. So I began to, you know, understand that content is king and that I needed more eyes to see my page. So when I decided to really like hone in on this, I said, okay, cool. Now, for me, I invested heavily in my, you know, content creation. But that was not you know, I haven't even dropped all the content creation. I've dropped one video. That's it. So that cannot be the reason why my followers have gone up. That cannot be the reason why new people are looking, because I haven't posted that stuff yet. So although I did, you know, heavily invest, but what I did is I changed my strategy to get more attention on my page by creating content that's going to attract different types of people. If you notice on my page, I'm not business focused. You're not going to see like loads of like charts. You're not going to see, and if you do, it will be in the background. Like if you notice, you can see in the corner of my screen right now, you can see a board with pound signs on it. Can you see that in the corner of my whiteboard? Right? So I'm doing subtle suggestive marketing as opposed to being like big laptop and all that kind of stuff. People are nosy. They're going to look at your background. They're going to look at the corner of your screen. They're going to see the planner at the back of your head, Lisa. They're going to see the totally got this on the wall, Amina. They're going to see your kitchen and how bright and airy it looks, Angela. People are nosy. You don't have to, you know, put the stuff right in their face. And that's what I realized. People zoom in, they look. So it's about strategically planting things in places. Like if you can see over my shoulder, you can see the Selfridges bag. You may not be able to read it, but you can see right there, that's a Selfridges bag. That screams money without me having to say I have money. Right? So I began to do subtle things, placing things in places, because people are going to notice. Think about when I'm on the call with you guys. Tell the truth. Put a 7 or just unmute and say yes if you look around when I'm on the call. It's a natural thing that you're going to look around. You're going to see what's in their background. You're going to look and see what's going on. So I realized, what was that?
All the time. I'm able to see where in your background.
Yeah, people are nosy. So I don't need to, you know, I don't need to have things right there in your face. And I realize that people are very, very nosy. And I just need to make sure that my background is specific. You know, I need to make sure that I'm strategic with my placement of things, but I don't need to I don't need to throw it in their face. So I just started to get more creative with my mind. Right? I've decided that I wasn't just going to do the obvious. I wasn't just going to, you know, keep posting things that people wasn't liking. I wasn't just going to push content out for the sake of pushing content out. I wasn't going to keep just sharing things just for the sake of sharing it, tagging in and all of that. I'm going to be intentional about what I'm doing. What I wanted to do, especially in alignment with, you know, my brand, is I was looking and I was like, every time I post something about, you know, with a godly quote, my followers love it. Every time I post something about myself and my husband, my followers love it. Every time I post with a flyer, they hate it. Every time I post about the business, they don't like it. So if that's the case, what do? I do what they like, right? So I had to review right? My content. What are they liking? What are they not liking? What are they resharing? I started to look at the you know, the thingy that you get with Instagram. You know, you get the, someone help me, what's it called? When it tells you the numbers.
The analytics.
The analytics, yeah, that's it. I started to look at that, but then there's something, I want to give it to you guys. Let's see if I can find it on my phone. It's saved here, and it breaks it down even more so on how you can, you know, really look at your content and see what people are, you know, what people are liking, what your best stuff is, and how to like rank up. I'll give you guys the website. I'll drop it in the group, right? So my goal for this year was to gain more followers, to get more eyes looking at my page, right? And also as well to make sure that the existing team were seeing things that they needed to see. However, anything like, there's certain things I will only put inside the group chat that I wouldn't necessarily put on Instagram, because I wouldn't want my new followers to, like, if I'm always posting, because this is what I was doing at the beginning, and there is a season of that, guys, right? Where you're posting everything that you're doing every single day, like speaking to people, every time you're on a Zoom call, every time you're doing this, every time you're doing that. But then if you're not mixing it with lifestyle, you know, I remember one of my followers was like, all you do is sit there on Zoom calls all day, because that's what it looked like from my story, that all I was doing was sitting on Zooms. This is why I said, you know, I need to get outside. I need to start doing different things, because I don't want my followers to think that my business means sitting down on Zooms all day. And, you know, that's not time freedom. So I had to be strategic about, you know, how I was posting those stuff and making sure that I'm posting around those things as well, right? One of the things for me is this: I've got content for years on my phone that I haven't even posted. If you notice, I'm still in Houston. I've just about came out of Houston. I'm posting a few things from West Palm. I haven't even hit West Palm properly yet, right? My highlight reel is still at Houston. I got content for years right now, because I'm always recording. Even at home, I got my phone. Anton does something, like today he was doing homework. I found it so funny, like telling them I had to read the words. I thought that was funny. If I think it was funny, somebody else gonna find it funny. Boom, straight away I got my phone out like this, recorded it, posted it on my story. Already people are like, oh, Anton's funny. That's funny, right? And it's just like, always recording. I'm always recording, because I always want to capture funny stuff. Like I always want to capture content and capture things. I got things like funny stuff that I haven't even posted. I've got things on my Instagram. I got things on my Instagram reels, right? I'll give you guys a sneak peek. I've got a few drafts, okay, that I haven't even posted yet. Take a look at this. Like, this is some of the stuff that I realized was really working. Oh, actually, I can show it to you guys on here, right? So I'm going to go through a few little things for you guys and show you some tricks of what I've been doing, right? So if you have a look here, and I've got some on, what's it called? Some on TikTok. Oh, you can't see it. Okay, cool. So let me show you this one. So have a look here, guys. Look here. So we have, boom, all these reels have over 1,000 views. And this one, husband, 4,000. You guys see that? Boom. More comments than ever. And look, this reel.
Put me first, Lucian. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first, Lucian.
3 seconds.
I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first, Lucian. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first, Lucian.
And like, do you know how many people said they watched it about 100 times? It's 3 seconds. Literally a 3-second reel. And then a caption, hubby's stronger than Eunice, because it was a time where we had the heavy wind, right? And straight away, look, That's put a smile on my face. Comments for days, right? Comments for days. In contrast, let's go, right? Let's have a look. Contrast to this.
Hey people, it's your girl Nikki Knows Now. I just want to come on here real quick just to say that you are worthy, you are a queen, you are powerful, you are amazing, and you deserve the best of the best. And here in Dubai, in the richest country in the world, on the Blue Bridge, I came just to tell you that you can have all the things that your heart desire. Whatever it is that you so choose to want, you can activate that by making a decision to partner with me, get connected with me today, and let's work out how you can live your best life. Let's work out how you can level up in a season right now where we are creating more multi-millionaires than ever before, where there is a wealth transfer taking place, and I want you to be able to access this. So get connected with me now. Let's make this thing happen, and I look forward to seeing you very, very shortly. Let's go. Let's make it happen. This is your season queen. DM me today.
Boom. Now look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not even the team like that. Not even the people that like me liked it, right? 6 comments only. And that was a whole over, like I gave it my all. I was like, give it, you want to come to Dubai? I'm in Dubai on the Blue Bridge. I think I probably got the 6 comments because it was in Dubai, right? And I did 3 seconds with Anton. 4,000, almost 100 comments. So what are my followers saying to me? They're saying, we want more of your family. We want more of your business. We don't care, like your personal business. We don't really care about your business in that way, right? So I had to take the feedback from my followers because that's what's happening, right? The feedback is there. But let me show you this. This is like some source for you guys. Let me show you, right?
Nikki, who recorded it?
My son, the editor. Yeah, he's learning how to do TikToks and stuff. So yeah, it's all a family business. It's a family business, right? Let's see if I can do this. Look at this. Right? You see that? Let me show you guys again. Let me show you again. Right? 3, I think it's like 6 seconds, right? Yeah. Now I haven't posted that yet. But that song is hot right now, right? So that's the next thing I'm going to post. Why do I know it's hot? Because it's been getting hundreds of thousands of views, right? So straight away, a quick little thing, you're getting ready. Like right now, I'm spending like 2 hours on content every day. That's what I'm doing right now. Anton, great video guy. No, do it again. We're doing it again. One more time for the road, right? I'm spending hours on content right now, okay? Why? Because when I'm outside and I meet someone outside, this is the key. A lot of people are doing content and then staying inside. I'm gonna give you different strategies. But when I'm outside, you know what I found out? It's like I meet people, I'm sending them to my content to have a look. When people DM me online, they're attracted by my content. So I'm using my content to attract you, but then I'm coming outside to keep you. The retention is outside, but the attraction is going to be your page. So you meet someone, you give them your IG, you meet them online or you meet them in person, you give them your IG. They're going to look at your page. People are nosy. They're going to go through your page. They're going to look at everything. That's going to be piquing them whilst you're not even with them. You know why? Write this down. As an entrepreneur, you want to be omnipresent. Very important. I realize that I need to be present even when I'm not there. I have to be omnipresent. So if I meet you in person or meet you online and I give you my details, you are going to be looking at me. You're going to be talking to me even if I'm not there, because my page is going to be making you laugh. You know, I saw someone on the weekend. Who did I see? I saw someone on the weekend. I went to a christening. Auntie Anne was there. We went to a christening. And when I got there, the lady was like, oh, are you hungry? We're sharing food. So I was like, yeah. She's like, I know you're a pescatarian. I was like, whoa, weird. Why? Watching my page. Everyone seems to be obsessed with my pescatarianism because it was on my page. That's what she said. She didn't say, I know you trade. She didn't say, I know you do business. She didn't say, she said, I know you're a pescatarian. Don't worry, we've made fish specially. I was like, whoa, this is amazing. Thank you. People are nosy. They don't care about your business. They care about you. They care about your brand. They care about what your 3 pillars are going to be. And when I realized that, it's game over, right? So, you know, I had to decide, like, my human side needs to come out. It can't just be business, 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 right? Can't be. Because here's the thing. This is something that I really genuinely believe is this. We all talk about massive work ethic, right? But people don't, like, massive work ethic is commended. Like, people are like, oh my God, Nikki, you're always, you know, you're just so consistent. Da, da, da. But they applaud massive results over massive work ethic. Massive results will be applauded more than your work ethic. What does that mean? People just like to see the result. They don't want to see the process. So every time you're on a call and you just do a boomerang going another call, you got to be specific. I knew that when I was doing this, when I'm on a call with any of the leaders or any of my mentors, I'm very specific in how I do it. I'm very specific with the wording that I use so that it shows that, listen, this call, you would have really wanted to be on this call, right? I'm showing that there's so much value on this call. It doesn't look like work for me. So it's about being strategic with the way that I post. And I think since I changed that up, things, so even like the promotions, right? Even with the promotions, here's the thing. How you post a promotion is so important. If you post a promotion, like, you know, before I used to be posting like, oh, P150, you know, extra $150 every month, like, absolutely amazing. Da, 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 da. Now I'm rephrasing the way that I'm doing things. So now I'll be saying things like Mama 3. I don't know if you guys have clocked that. I'm like, now Mama 3, you know, came in so hungry. I'm so proud of you. Like, now grown a 5-figure business or 4-figure business. So now it's not, you know, someone brings in 4 people, to them, that's 4 people. But actually those 4 people have generated the company. Let's say they're, you know, $235. Let's just say 2468. That's $800 for those 4 people that someone's brought in. If you pick up your phone and do 800, right? 800 times 12, that is a 4-figure business. That's $9,600 that person has just generated in this business, right? So now, instead of making it like, oh, they brought in 4 people, or they brought in 3 people, inside the group chat, it's like, hey, look, you've just created a 4-figure business, right? On social, because we can't do income claims, it's now, okay, mother of 3 has just created a business, you know. It's really making sure that I'm edifying so somebody can resonate with what I'm saying, not just, oh, they've just hit P150. No one cares what P150 is. No one cares what, you know, 100 sales mean. It's really about explaining that this person is coming from somewhere and that they're connected to me, right? Connected to the community. So proud of you. It's absolutely amazing. That's why every single flyer that drops, even inside our chairman chat, regardless whether it's my personal team or not, I'm leveraging and supporting, because that's going to show a connection between results and me. So it's being strategic with the way that, you know, the things are being posted, being strategic. If every single time someone sees on your post, you know, another call today, DM me for the link, DM me for the link, DM me for the link. There's another call, DM me for the link. That I became that girl that just kept saying, DM me for the link all the time. And every time I message someone, they're like, oh, is it another call? Like already they're assuming I'm going to invite them to something. I don't want to be that person. So instead, I decided to give value. I started to share my testimony more, started to be more transparent, started to show my nerdy side, starting to show a bit more of my family, starting to show the brand that I want people to see. Does that make sense, guys? Right? Because at the end of the day, when someone looks at my post, it's to get an emotion out of them. And I ask myself, do I want them to laugh? Do I want them to cry? Do I want them to be excited? What emotion do I want to gain from the followers that are looking at my page, right? And every kind of person has a different brand and every person has a different strategy. But I think if you think about the demographic of people that follow you, like for me personally, when I look at the demographic of people that follow me, you know, a lot of people are from broken homes. A lot of people are from single parent backgrounds. So for me to post family, that's going to have an emotional connection to my followers. There's a lot of people out there trying for babies that can't actually get them. There's a lot of people that, you know, are wishing that they had a family home. There's a lot of people that are wishing that they, you know, wishing that they could be positive even. The demographic of people that are following me, I'm like, okay, cool. I can speak their language. I can be the antidote to what it is that they need. So I would advise you as well to do the same thing like me, is to think about, you know, the demographic, you know. Another thing that I started to do as well, guys, is this. I started to follow people that I saw had what I aspire to have. And I started to comment a lot on their pages. Like, I've dedicated time to commenting on pages of people that I like, people that I see are in the coaching business, people that I see are confident speakers. I've made it an intention to make friends, to comment. Now, here's the thing, and I'm going to be quite honest with you with this, and this is where I started to think about, my journey and how I could take things to the next level. What I'm doing now as a chairman was not what I was doing at P150. What I'm doing now did not get me to chairman. What I'm doing now is leveraging my chairman to get people to DM me. But what I was doing before chairman was DMing other people. And so what I don't want you guys to do is to look at my page now and copy my now strategy. You need to copy the strategy that I was doing that got me to chairman. Does that make sense? My strategy that got me to chairman was not like, now I have results. So now I promote on my page and then people DM me. I haven't DM'd somebody for about 1.5 years. People DM me to get started. People come to me to get started. But before I hit chairman, I didn't have the results. So what I had to do was strategically, comment under someone's page, then DM them privately, compliment the post that I saw. Hey, thank you so much. That post was so funny. Thank you for posting that. Absolutely loved it. No peeking, just making friends, right? And I used to do that every single day. That's how I managed to enroll quite a few people, because I used to DM them. And a lot of us right now, I think, especially in this, like the pandemic joiners, I think the people that joined in the pandemic are very much like, okay, it's going to come to me. And it's not. You have to go get it, because until you go chairman, until you get the massive results, you have to go hunting. You've got to find people that you like, that you're on their page, make friends, build relationships. You can't sit back and wait for them to DM you. That's a later down the line strategy when you're going on, you know, first class every week, when you have the results and you can attraction market. But right now you got to go make friends. Right now you got to be DMing people, right? That's got to be the strategy. I used to have, you know, we first started at 50 people a day, and then was just like, you know what, to be for consistency, let me start with 10. And I'm going to DM at least 10 people every single day, 10 people every single day, 10 people every single day, every single day. Like, that was a strategy. And then lead it to outside. Come meet me outside. Let's go for a coffee. Let's do this, let's that. That's how we were building, and then doing home events. I wasn't doing attraction marketing. Instagram did not get me to Chairman 10. Social media did not get me to Chairman 10. And I'll be lying to you guys if I said that Instagram, social media got me to, you know, to chairman. It didn't. What got me to chairman was being aggressive. It was doing the work. It was literally going in aggressive, messaging people. Hey, hello, love your content, love your page, commented under the page first, then slid in the DMs, start talking. Looking for people that already had the qualities that I was looking for in my business. Someone confidently speaking, somebody giving funny videos, someone competent in the thing. I wasn't looking for people who, you know, who needed training on Instagram, because I'm on Instagram looking for people that know how to use Instagram, right? So being very intentional with you know, the type of people that I brought in. So, you know, one of the things I changed, because I used to do this all the time, is just put every single promotion on my page and just plaster it all over the place, all the writing everywhere. And I used to do that a lot. And I realized that that was an absolute, like, horrific strategy. It didn't work whatsoever. So I changed it up. And what I started to do is certain things would I'd only promote internally. Got really good at promoting internal stuff. So celebrating the small wins inside the group. Celebrating, you know, as I said, we can't say 6-7 figures on Insta, but we can say that inside. Shout out to, I don't know, shout out to Marie. She's literally just enrolled her 4th person. She's created a whole 4-figure business, you know, so super exciting. Let's go. Really promoting internally. And then, you know, promoting other things on the page. So it's just really just being intentional, because remember, when one of the things I realized is when I was posting before, I was posting for the team. But if I post for the team on my social media, I'm not attracting new people. So when I go inside the chats, that's for the team mainly. And on my Insta is for new people. However, there is a strategy that I use often, which is for a new person, but also for the team. So for example, you know, I've just spoken to a gentleman in Australia, right? I've done a FaceTime with him and I've spoken to him. I've put him up on my story. I'm like, let's go, bro. Ready, fired up, Australia, let's get it. Now I'm showing my new people that I have scope in Australia, but I'm also showing my existing team that I'm working, that I'm speaking to people, that I'm actually talking. Just because I'm not talking to you doesn't mean I'm not talking, right? So you may think I'm not working because I'm not working with you, because guess what? Nikki's running with the runners. Nikki's running with people that's running with her. So I'm showing the team that, listen, I'm working. But I'm showing my new followers and people that haven't joined yet, I got a team in Australia. You see how it's subtle. It doesn't have to be all these big writing, 100 writing, just subtle little things, right? And one thing I have, you know, been very, very conscious about is not allowing my emotions to stop me from my social media strategy or from my business. And that's one thing that I think everyone can agree on, is that no matter what's going on in my life, no matter what's happening, I show up. And I don't think my stories have been empty more than once this year. I don't think my stories have been empty more than once last year. I think the consistency of my page has been impeccable. WhatsApp and Instagram, Facebook. My door is always open, regardless of what's going on the inside of my life. I don't close my store. My emotions are not going to hold me back. And I've had to be, I'd give you this book, guys, I'm reading. It's called Focus. It was actually written by Harvard University. So powerful, such a powerful book about focus, right? I was speaking to Gary actually on the way to the event. He was like, how are you reading so many books? Like, I can't keep up. How many books are you reading? You've just given us that. I am intentionally, personally developing, because that's what keeps me consistent. I realized the reason why I was lacking consistency because I wasn't fueling my mind enough. So instead of wanting to do it on the whim, meaning hope to be consistent, filling my mind so that my mind muscle is strong enough to force me to be consistent. I've read more books in the first 4 months of this year than I read for the previous years, and we were in pandemic, not going out, because I've been intentional about it. And you know, it's important. It's so important to help with the consistency. I found that it's really, really helped me with my consistency. Another thing I've done is the adverts. You guys see the adverts pop up on your page. So you'll see an ad pop up, and there's certain ads you click into. Like for me, it's nails, food. Like, you know, when you go on your first, you know, that first tab on Instagram, right? The first tab on Instagram, when the second tab, the search tab. Everyone go to the search tab. Show me what you've got. Now for me, as you can see, it's nails and food and quotes of God. That's all you're going to see on mine, right? Have a look. See what you're viewing the most. I can't believe Instagram are mugging me like this. Instagram know that I'm now a pescatarian, so all I'm getting is fish and fruit, and then they keep doing this, asking me if I'm sure I'm a pescatarian, because I don't know where all of this food is coming from, burgers and all sorts, right? But they know I'm Jamaican because we've got the old rice and peas there, right? So if you look at the search bar, you're going to see what Instagram believes you like the most. I mean, they're spot on. Cake, hair, nails, godly quotes, fruit, fashion, right? And I was like, if that's not accurate, then I need to be more in alignment with what I'm searching for, because Instagram's telling me what I'm spending most of my time looking at. So I need to make sure that that is actually, like, you know, that's actually what I want. Just popped into my head. The website, it's not an app. The website that I was using is called Social Blade, okay? Social Blade. And that gives you a lot of analytical data. You can just put your Instagram name there and it will give you the data on what you're doing, how to improve. And the best part of it is the people that have the least followers, that are not blue ticked, work up the ranks faster than the people that have big following and blue ticks, which is really, really good. So yeah, so let me just show you guys what the strategy for me is and how it's been working. So this is what I've been doing. Godly quotes, family, and then maybe making sure I'm always talking down my stories so people can see and hear my voice. natural, not staged, not like me sitting here at my desk like, hello everyone, my name's Nikki, right? I'm not going to do any of that kind of madness, right? I'm not going to, remember guys, one of the things I realized, right? This is something that I realized, is people do not like to be told, right? Like, you need to do this, you need to do this, people don't want to hear, you need to do. What they want to do is they want to see you doing stuff and they want to copy, right? So I've changed the way that I give advice online. I've changed the way I speak. It's now edification. It's now coming to the girl chat. It's girl talk, right? Empowerment, but not you need to get this and you need to change your life. And no one wants to hear, no one wants to be preached at. You know, people want to be a part of the tea. They want to be a part of, you know, think about the things that you like. That's what I was saying to myself. Nikki, what do you like? Because whatever I like, whatever I'm drawn to, right, is the type of thing that I want to be posting. So I'm posting family. I'm posting my quotes. I'm posting my scripture. I'm giving, you know, some advice via my speaking down the thing. And then on my page, I'm posting lifestyle pictures with godly quotes or advice. There's a juxtaposition between what I post and what I type. The picture has nothing to do with my caption, right? And if it does, it's a subtle connection, but nothing so heavy. So you'll see me on the beach and then I'll say, what does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Nothing to do with the picture. See what I'm saying? Right? Or you'll see, I've got a post, I haven't posted it yet, but you'll see me on the beach, you'll see me with my phone, but then in the background, you'll see the Forex currency on the left, right behind me, but it's not zoomed in or anything. It's not bait. It's just subtly behind me. You'll see the foreign exchange. And I'm there talking, but I'm not like, hi guys. Like I've got one where I was like, hi guys, I'm under the foreign exchange. Look where we are, Times Square. Might even have it. Like, and I haven't posted it because I was like, oh, cringe, right? And it's like, people don't need to be spoon-fed like that. And I realized that because nobody cares. And what I could do is actually, post it just for bants and prove to you guys it ain't gonna get nothing, because people don't like that type of stuff. I realize they don't like that type of stuff, and it's a turn off for them, an absolute turn off. Let's see, I'll find it for you all. And it's really funny because it was a good video, but it was a whole repeat of what I did in Dubai that didn't work. And it's like, other than not being on the Blue Bridge, I was in Times Square. It was like, but Nikki, you did this before and it didn't actually work. So why on earth have you done it again? And I had to talk to myself because I was about to post it as well. I was like, you ain't gonna post that because it didn't work. And that's where I've had to stick to my rules. Is it in alignment with God? Is it in alignment with family? Is it in alignment with women empowerment? And then after that, is it in alignment with what my followers have voted that they want me to post, right? Because if it's not, it ain't going on my page. And that's how tight I've been. So now it's going to be harder, especially if people don't tap in, they don't plug into me, or they don't know me as a mentor. It's going to be harder for them to get me to repost their thing because they don't actually know what it is that I'm looking for, right? So I don't repost, I get tagged into so many things and I haven't reposted them because they're just not in alignment with my rules. Here it is, look guys, let's see.
Yo, what's up, guys? Times Square where time waits for nobody. And of course, I got the money exchange. You know how we do. Yes, baby. I need you to understand that this thing called the foreign exchange market is not going away. It is everywhere across the world. One of my strategies for creating an income stream is, of course, exchanging one currency for the next. And what better time to do it right now? It's time for you to make this money with me. So go ahead and slide in my DMs and just say Times Square, baby. Times Square, Times Square. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's make it happen. Come on now.
Yeah, and I'm not posting that, right? And this is where I had to like, this is like, I love the video. It's really fun. It's really fun, but it's not in alignment with my rules, right? Now I've got this one, and this is the one I'm gonna post.
Hey, guys.
That's it. 2 seconds.
Hey, guys.
That's it, right? Hey guys, and I'm behind the foreign exchange booth. And I promise you this, when I post it, I'm gonna get more traction from that one than I do with the one, hey guys, foreign exchange, how about this? So boom, I'm giving you guys a lot to chew on. Has it been helpful? Has it been helpful? All right, so I'm gonna stop the recording, right?